A couple months back in the members-only Discord server, we were debating the latest additions to the anamorphic market. It all started with Maddie's question. When looking at Sirui, Greatjoy, and Laowa side by side, who are each of these lenses for? And what are the attributes that would lead a user to choose one over the other? I thought this was a great topic for a video, so here we are. Let's discuss these offerings and how they might be or might not be a good fit for you and your filmmaking style. We'll go back to late 2019 when Sirui found the anamorphic market, which had always been around and all other brands neglected. SLR Magic thought it was a one-and-done kind of thing with their anamorphots, but it really wasn't. So Surei's initial 50mm stirred a lot of interest, both from newcomers to the anamorphic world and other companies who thought, hey, there's a lot of popularity around this thing. With Surei's first set, they started at 1.33 times squeeze because everyone outside of Hollywood thinks it's a great idea. I mean, it turns a 16:9 sensor into 2.36:1 aspect ratio, so why would you need more squeeze? And they leaned heavy on flares because, well, everyone thinks that's a great idea too. Then they realized APS-C or Super 35 is not enough for today's users, or at least 1.33 times an APS-C is not enough, which pushed Sirui into full-frame offerings. They stuck with mirrorless options because it keeps the costs and sizes down. Now that the set is complete, I can surely say the lenses are too sharp, even in full frame, and wide open, and they lean away from what we'd want in a cheap yet classic anamorphic lens. Sirui is trying, but going slowly and cashing in as much as they can in the process with crowdfunding campaigns and staggered product releases. Surei's Mars set was super simple and reliable to use on the GH cameras. It delivered a level of simplicity that I really missed from all the time I spent with adapters. Their full-frame set might be the last stop for a lot of folks too. They're super affordable, deliver sharp results, have good but not great minimum focus, and feature pronounced flares. Many people love it, even though many others are vocal against the streaks. The set has 4 focal lengths, and maybe there will be a longer 135mm coming up, and you also get the option of using an anamorphic adapter to push squeeze to 2 times. And this comes with some compromises. I feel it's a very versatile set, and if you just need to get stuff done quickly and easy, this might be the one for you. Greatjoy came into an already pre-researched market out of Surei's learnings, and using a smart combination of products that diversified their user base and delivered a stronger squeeze. A lot of people love adapters because you can put those on your own spherical basis, and that's what Greatjoy offered. Their 60mm lens is okay at best, but the combo with the adapter gives out really nice images. I still love the motorcycle tests I filmed with that pairing. With Surei's move onto full frame, Greatjoy pushed to one-up them by delivering a stronger squeeze factor, 1.8 times versus 1.6 on Sirui, plus the option of PL and EF mounts, which are not as friendly as one would expect from a full-frame EF lens, since you can't put it on a focal reducer or any camera that has a mirror. I don't care much for those limitations, but I anticipate a torrent of questions coming up, the leading one being about focal reducers. I feel Greatjoy is the one catering the most to the indie cinema world, with their choice of PL and EF mounts, as well as an established 1.8 times squeeze that is ideal for 4:3 recording and 2.39:1 delivery. The lenses also have all the bells and whistles of cinema lenses, with geared rings and matching mechanics across the set. They're really well put together and go for a price that aims to hurt Surei's hold on the market. I just find them a little too bland so far. Last, we got Laowa, who has an emphasis on small things. Most of their lenses are small, and the anamorphics are no different. I feel they have a strong opinion about sensor sizes, settling for APS-C or Super 35 from the start. But they also learned from Surei's advanced experience that users want different mounts and different focal lengths. Laowa in general is a more established company in the market than Sirui and Greatjoy, and they could afford to come up with multiple focal lengths and coatings all at once. I didn't love their flares while I played with the lenses, but the concept of the set is brilliant. 1.5 times squeeze in a tiny package is awesome for travel, for gimbal, for FPV even. Anyone who wants to go under the radar or be unobtrusive on set is going to lean towards these. The variety in flare color and mounts is also great, but I feel these are never going to be as popular as Sirui's full-frame set. Just now, we got the announcement or the launch of Atlas's Mercury lenses, which are also designed for full-frame sensors, but feature a lot more expertise into what makes up the anamorphic look, besides squeeze numbers and bright flares, or lack of flares. One Mercury lens is still pricier than the whole Sirui full-frame set, but the images coming from them seem the most appealing these days, or the ones that give the type of look that I want to achieve and was closer to achieving while using adapters. It has been a very interesting journey to play with adapters for several years, then experiment with a variety of new anamorphic lenses, all with different qualities and prices. At first, I just wanted simplicity, as adapters are a pain to handle. You can watch my video on that. But as I test more and more clean anamorphic lenses, I'm starting to finally figure out what I want in terms of the look, besides the simplicity of lenses versus adapters. What are your thoughts on this? Are adapters still the way to go for you, or are you leaning to any of the more recent lens options that we've seen on the market? Do you agree with my assessment of who's the best fit for each company? I'd love to hear your input in the comments below. Thanks to Maddie for inspiring me on this one, and I hope you had a good time. Out.